is enough, and it's time for a change.
Are you ready?
It is Sunday, and you're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah! Get some love! Ooh, yeah!
With Kinny Killa.
Hey, yo! We're in the big D tonight, baby! And we are live! Woo!
I'm the gal them sugar should.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be! Cause that's the bottom line! The Stone Cold said so!
Oh, son of a bitch. You know, the glass is just shattered, so you know what that means. It's the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast, episode 157, and I am the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, the one man with no Instagram, Kinny Killa. Now, people, it's nearly time for our WrestleMania show, so hold on, we got a week left to go. I know everyone's all excited for WrestleMania season. I'm more excited for NXT Dallas. Don't know about the rest of y'all, but either way, we are live right here on VOC Nation and on Swerve Talk Network. Usually, obviously, I have my partners in crime for today. So let me introduce to you the guy with the Belmont banter, none other than the host of Offshoot Radio and the king of Pigeon Patrol. It is James Belmont.
Oh, what's left of him? What a heavy night. But we beat the Germans 3-2, so I can't complain. It's good to be back here again.
It's always good to have you on. Also, I have to have back on, obviously, she's been the heel since day one. A bit of Welsh wisdom. It's none other than that Roxy girl.
Hey guys.
Hey. Now we have another debutant on the show. It is none other than the host, or one of the hosts of Shoots and Ladders podcast coming out of Michigan. It's none other than JM. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, man?
Hey, it's just great to have you on the show. We always love a debut. So what's your weekend been like so far?
It's been pretty crazy, man. Just basically been tweeting a lot. You know, I stayed doing that and just contacting with the wrestling community, man. Just trying to, politic about WrestleMania. That's what we do.
Oh, well, we're going to do a lot of that today. Don't you worry about that. Rox, how's your Easter? You eating so much chocolate?
I had all of my eggs like Thursday. Made them sitting down and having like 2 eggs with 1 cup of coffee. I was so sick.
Oh, jeez.
It was worth it though. Sugar-induced coma. Nice.
Belmont, how about you, man? Oh, you said you were intoxicated. So what? Good night last night, yeah?
My weekend's just been a blur, man. But it's been fun. It's been exactly what I needed. Working 5 in the morning till 1 in the afternoon aside, though. That's just killer, man.
Oh yeah, I know that drill, man. I know that drill. Well, Segheads, yesterday we did the Retro Roundtable episode 19. It was an extra episode, and we did it on anime. So yeah, we're going off the course of WWF, the lean years of 1994, and we're going into pop culture. Don't worry, we'll be back next month with King of the Ring 1994, I believe, and Roxy and Karen will be on the show. Yes, it is the lean years, so bear with us. But let's kick on to the show. Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. Make sure you check out our website. That's sundaysegwaypodcast.wix.com/Sunday Segue. Also, follow us on Twitter. That's @Sunday Segue. Segue spelled SEGUE. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can hear us on iTunes, Podomatic, Stitcher, and don't forget to download that Double Twist player. Right, JM, any shout-outs?
Man, I got a whole bunch of shout-outs, but I can't even name them. One of them is my man Martin Daniel on Twitter, man. We talk a lot about hip-hop and, wrestling a lot. So shout-outs to him, a whole bunch of other people, man. Jobber Podcast, the Taz Show, whole bunch of people, man.
All right, all good. Belmont?
Well, the lovely Roxy's here, so I don't have to shout her out. The good brother himself, Billy, Mike, and Shad.
Okay, Rox?
Yeah, I just want to say a shout out to Carwin. You can find him on Twitter @Skillet Wales.
Where is he? At work? Was he sleeping?
He's about to go to work at 3, so I'm hoping he's not asleep.
Working on an Easter Sunday. What?
Yeah, I know. Sick.
Blasphemy.
That should be illegal.
Oh man. Okay, right. So I want to give a shout out to our business partners in crime. That's Max Wrestling. Make sure you check out their latest episode. Well, you probably would have heard them just before us on VOC Nation. Make sure you check out their latest issue. You can check them out. That's maxwrestling.wix.com/maxwrestling. Shout out to Bill Apter, OneWrestling.com, Big Slam Nation. Also, shout out to You What Gaming Show on YouTube, Jason Clarkson and Squeak. So, right about now, what we do is time for impressions. So, every time we have a debutante, Segheads, you know, they have to do their best Randy Savage impression. So, Jay, are you ready?
Yeah, let me clear my throat for this. All right.
Okay, go for it, man.
Ooh, yeah, dig it.
All right, Rox, out of 10.
Oh, that's easily a 9.5. It could.
Nice. Nice. All right, Jerem, let us know who your favorite current wrestler is and your favorite all-time wrestler.
Favorite current wrestler is actually a diva at this point, and it is Sasha Banks. And all-time, Stone Cold.
Nice. That's some nice picks. You know how the boss is doing at the moment. She the boss, man. She's the diva of the hour. All right, so let's kick into Raw then, people. We're going to do the Raw Fallout. So we're going to start off, Jerem, with you, my friend. Vince made an announcement. He announced that if Undertaker doesn't win, it will be his last match, which means he will be retiring. Do you think they needed this announcement, or do you think it's a little bit too much thrown into the match?
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you, Jerem.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I thought it was a good, a good addition to the match, just a good stipulation. But I think they're kind of setting it up for, Undertaker's swan song. We still don't know why he's doing what he's doing. So I think they kind of need to, tackle that first so we can know why he's doing it. But I kind of think that they're just throwing this stuff. It's like two-edged. They're throwing this stuff in there, just to make it a little bit more interesting. We needed a stipulation. But at the same time, why is he doing it? So how about we tackle that first? That's
man. I mean, we've been hopping on about that, Belmont, for weeks. Why is Taker doing it? Last week our show was called Taker Tell Us Why, because he just, we're just still going on with the same old bullshit. Like, we do not know why he's doing this. And why would he do this if he's just gonna be made retired? It don't make any sense.
I don't know. There's no explanation. There's no motive. Undertaker's just going along with it for some reason. I thought he was the Phenom. I thought he didn't take orders. People know my thoughts about the match. I'm not really too bothered now, to be honest. I really don't care.
Well, put it this way, Taker could have done a lot more. I mean, Rox, I know we talked about it before. Taker should have just tombstone both Vince and Shane at the same time. Just tombstone them, tell them to fuck off, and it's done. You know what I mean? And instead he has to take those flurries from Shane McMahon. He had to sell those punches. I feel sorry for one Mark Calloway. I feel sorry for him. But Rox, do you think it was right for them to not have Undertaker and Shane on the show last week?
To be fair, I think that we got what we needed out of the week before show. As long as they're on this week's Raw, if they make a no-show this week, I think that'll be, could be quite detrimental. I just wanted to touch base quickly on something that I actually thought about during the week with regards to this match. Has anybody actually ever thought that maybe Shane McMahon knew that Vince McMahon was going to make him face The Undertaker for control of Raw, and he kind of did like the WCW swerve where he got in there first and said to Taker, if you lose, I'll rehire you because I'm going to be the guy, in charge of Raw. Has anyone actually thought that might potentially happen?
I think, Rox, the question is, has creative thought that that's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Are they thinking like us? Because they tend to never do, really. But I mean, I haven't really thought about that. That is a good thought. JM, what do you reckon about that?
That's crazy, man. Like I said, man, can we really get to the point of why this is even happening? That's just my whole point. I'm still lost. I think, help me.
Still no idea why this is going on.
Right.
Oh man, it's WWE booking. I mean, we've got how many people out injured, and they decided to put this thing together. I mean, I would have preferred to see a Kevin Owens Undertaker match. I think a lot of people would have preferred to see something like that. But He pulled this out of the bag. Shane McMahon comes back in. He gets a master pop. But I think it would have been better if it was like Vince's guy versus Shane's guy, and Taker was Shane's guy. You know what I mean? It would have been. Yeah. Anyway, let's move off this and let's go on to Roman Reigns, Rox. So Roman Reigns, we keep saying, we've said for the last number of weeks, WWE have created a massive problem with themselves within this match. Now, whether this goes on last or not, don't really know if people care much about that, but they have put themselves into a corner with Triple H being cheered and Reigns being booed. Same thing happened again, Rox. Roman Reigns comes out, they pull up the the fucking the shutters, as they will. Out comes Roman Reigns, tries to attack Triple H to boos. What was your thoughts on the way that they booked him for the Raw?
I think that the whole storyline, in all fairness, is it's too little, too late. At the end of the day, you said it last week, and fair enough, it was you that actually alluded me to this about a year or so ago. You told me to go away and watch FCW Roman Reigns. I went away, watched him, and now I totally agree with what you said. This is the kind of Roman Reigns that we need in the WWE Raw roster. Now, we need FCW Reigns, because the way he was booked, though, for Monday, I thought it was very clever the way that they did it, because at the end of the day, if you're going to be in Philly, you're not going to have someone like that coming through the crowd who's going to be booed. At the end of the day, he will get, he would have got attacked, so I can understand why they brought him down through the ramp. A little bit too much talking, but at the end of the day, last week's Raw and this week's Raw, they booked him in a way that he just came out and just kind of alluded to being the badass, instead of pulling all these stupid fucking faces and fucking his lines up. I want to see that Roman Reigns. I don't want to see the Roman Reigns that they've had, but at the end of the day, WrestleMania's around the corner. It's just a little bit too late.
Yeah. Jay, do a Conan and speak on this. What do you reckon about Roman Reigns?
Oh man, I got so much stuff. Dude, I tweet about this almost every day, and I think it's too late to turn him heel? I don't, because I think it's the only thing, that's the only way for them to go right now. They have basically just dug themselves so big of a rabbit hole right now because they want him to be the top baby face, and it's just not working. So they should have turned him heel a long time ago. But like I said, it's not too late. I'm glad that they're doing it now. It's the only way for them to go. A lot of people say, oh, well, it's too late, or they don't have to do it. I don't see nothing else that they can do. They have to. They've painted themselves into a really bad corner doing this because they're so stubborn that they want him to be the top babyface. And I understand that, but they should have followed the Rock model when they did that, and then it would have worked a long time ago. But I think the match is going to be good. You got fans on both sides. I think I don't know if you guys seen our little blog about Triple H being a bad heel, but he is. I mean, all these workout videos he's doing and all that stuff, man. That's face stuff, that he's doing. Coming out with the leather jackets, they just doing the things all wrong, and they've just painted themselves into a corner. But we'll see, how it unfolds.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to see him, on Friday, NXT Dallas. He's going to stand there, we are NXT, everyone's going to cheer him, and then expect the exact same thing at WrestleMania, but they're going to expect him to be booed. It's just, it don't make any sense whatsoever.
Dead.
There you go. Belmont, I had a theory. I thought they didn't make him walk through the crowd because I thought they were going to gear more towards him turning heel now. But now that Roxy said that, because it's in Philly, that may be the reason why they had him walk, through on the Titan from down the ramp. But I don't know. I'm just confused about where they're gonna go or where we're gonna be on the night after WrestleMania, because Roman Reigns should literally start attacking the fans and be like, why are you booing me?
That's it. That's like you said about the Rock model. He should just go out and say, why do you hate me? All I'm doing is busting my ass for you guys, and you just give me abuse all the time, so screw you lot, I'm just doing this for myself. He should just go that kind of route. That they've realised too late that this is how they should have booked him after Survivor Series, let alone just 2 weeks before Mania. It's just it's too little too late again, and the Triple H thing, that's all messed up. Cause some places he gets booed, other places he gets cheered, and because of NXT he's going to be the face. they just need to get out of Mania as soon as possible. Whether this title match goes on last, I don't know. But they just need to get through it quick and do massive change the night after WrestleMania and start again. That seems to be the phrase for Roman Reigns. You'll start again.
Well, like I always say, you know me. If anything goes wrong, blame Kevin the Dick Dunn. Standard. Anything fucks up, blame Kevin the Dick Dunn. All right. So let's move on. Owens versus AJ. Jay. JM. I mean, what? A good match to start off Raw. A great match to start off Raw. Again, this would have been a nice match to go to WrestleMania 2, but obviously we're not going to get that. But I thought these two killed it at the beginning of the show.
They did. It was an excellent match between two people that we can see obviously are seasoned. Seasoned in the ring. They work great with each other. The chemistry between them two in the ring is great. We should have definitely got this at Mania. I don't understand why they're teasing us with this, because they've done this, multiple times, and they've teased this and they've wrestled each other. But how come we couldn't get this at Mania? Are you kidding me? But instead, we're about to get Sin Cara and Zack Ryder and all these people in an Intercontinental match. This is what you. Come on, man! It's great. It was a great match at Raw. Man. I was, popping big time for the stuff that they were doing. But I would rather have seen that this coming Sunday.
Oh man, it's funny when you mention Zack Ryder, man. Why can I just see fucking Mojo Rawley running down the fucking ramp trying to help Zack Ryder? You ain't hype. Yeah, I mean that's a nice segue to the IC title match, though. I mean Belmont. Again, it looks like we're going to get a ladder match, another gimmick match at WrestleMania, 7 guys. It looks like apparently The Miz might be injured as well. He got injured at the live event. What? I don't understand. What the fuck are they feeding these guys? Because they seem to just be fucking just dropping like flies. I don't understand what's going on. Everyone is fucking up. Like, everyone is injured. What is going on?
I think people might go mad about this. I don't think they've got as many good wrestlers as they believe. Like, you watch what they do in New Japan on a consistent basis, and you watch what they're doing in WWE, and they're the ones getting hurt. You see what I mean? But as this ladder match goes, I think if it was just Sami Zayn and Owens one-on-one in a ladder match, would have been fantastic to watch. But I don't understand why they have to crowbar these people that no one care about into the match. Who the fuck wants to see Zack Ryder at Mania? I mean, really?
I do.
Woo woo woo!
Who else is in it? Who'd you say? Sin Cara.
Yeah, Sin Cara. Or as I like to call him, Sin Hunico. And is Ziggler in it? Yeah, Ziggler and Stardust.
What is this? A glorified job squad going in there? What is going on?
I don't know, man. These guys didn't even need. They could have had just a 4-way ladder match. These other guys could have been in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Yeah. Who's filling the Andre the Giant Battle Royal?
Big Show. That's it.
Is it going to be 8 people? Like that don't make any sense. Who's left?
It was like they had a dart board and basically just threw the darts at the board. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's throw Zack Ryder in there. Oh, yep, there you go. Sin Cara, let's throw him in there.
Oh, I mean, how much you want to bet, that in a year's time, when it's the future endeavors after WrestleMania, Zack Ryder's on the list. We would have said a year ago he would have been on he was on WrestleMania, and then a year future endeavored. That, you know what I mean? Like, he's only on there because of the injuries. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, I probably would have preferred them to bring someone up from NXT, put a little story together and have them on in the match. But yeah, it should have been just Zayn and Owens in a ladder match for the IC title. But I have a feeling Zayn's going to win the title. I don't know why, but
it's just a feel good moment, isn't it? Because the injury he's had and being attacked by Owens and taken out, quote unquote, and it'd just be a good way to just wrap it up, I guess.
And it makes sense because then they can go into the Owens, Zayn storyline. It can go from there, after WrestleMania. Backlash, that's the revenge story, Rox, the Y2J and the AJ build, okay? Now, obviously, this is going to be, the 4th, 5th match these guys are going to have, and some people are like, yay, some people are like, no, they should have just finished this ages ago. AJ comes out when Y2J's facing Fandango. Man, that's a blast from the past. Fandango, and he just, shouting Y2 jackass. Do you feel that was a step too far for the build? Do you think they should have just kept it serious instead of doing the whole Y2 jackass bullshit?
I think it was the only way to get the viewer engaged in the story anymore, to be honest, because, I mean, since AJ Styles has come into the company since January, all we've seen is, Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles. They totally went about it the wrong way. I don't understand why AJ Styles isn't in the IC contenders match, do you? It's not a match I'm looking forward to. It's definitely a filler match, and it's such a shame because it's a waste of a decent talent. AJ Styles should be in a title match contenders position, not fiddling about with somebody who was relevant nearly 20 years ago.
I got to give a shout out to Y2J and his heel turn though. I like Y2J's heel turn.
It's good.
I mean,
it's needed, to be fair, because that's the only thing I think that's keeping people interested.
Definitely. Well, that's JM. You got anything to speak on this?
I do, man. I agree definitely with everything that Roxy just said. I do think that I agree with you too that this heel turn was great. But Y2J is about 10, 15 years ago. AJ Styles is already established. They don't need to re-establish him in WWE like they do a lot of stars. They'll bring them in from the outside and think that they need to re-establish them. He's known all over the world. He was in New Japan. He was in TNA. I mean, what else does he have to do? He should have came right in and challenged for the Intercontinental Championship. That's how big he is. I don't understand why they needed to do it the way that they did. But, I mean, am I invested in this match? Yeah, it's going to be cool. I think, it's going to be a lot of high spots and things like that. The ring psychology will be good. They work well together. It's going to be a good match, but I just don't know where it's going. So they probably should end this after this, definitely. And AJ Styles should be destined for bigger things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know. It's just blame Kevin the Dick Dunn. I can just see him now. Like fucking rolling up to Vince, crying. Look at the video of Yoshitatsu, man. He broke his neck. No Styles Clash. Don't do it anymore. Let's just fuck him up from the outside. Like, I just don't understand. But we'll see. Anyway, we'll see what plans they have. I'm more afraid about Shinsuke because that's my guy. Shinsuke Nakamura is my guy. We'll talk about that a bit later anyway, when we go into the NXT Fallout. But let's go on to Ambrose versus Braun Strowman, Belmont.
Bloody hell, do we have to?
Jeez. I mean, let's talk about Terry Funk, okay? Terry Funk, you have a little segment here with Terry Funk. He gives him the chainsaw. Now, do you think that was a bit far-fetched? The barbed wire bat, you're like, okay, I understand. And then they bring in Chainsaw Charlie, even though they should have did like a cattle prod or something. That's proper Terry Funk rather than the fucking Chainsaw Charlie gimmick. But was that a step too far, do you reckon?
Well, it was a nice little throwback to Chainsaw Charlie. I was okay with it, but I was expecting more of the branding iron that he used to use rather than the chainsaw. He's not going to use the chainsaw in a match, though, is he? Unless he's going to do the Chainsaw Charlie entrance where he's cut himself out of a box. I don't understand. It should have been a different weapon, but it's always good to see Terry Funk, I suppose.
The line that made me laugh is when he was like, if I had a son, and then he went, if I had a daughter, and he's just stopped. I'm like, wait a minute, Funk, you got 3 daughters. What the fuck?
He just walked off and he's just mumbling on about his daughter and then comes back.
If I had a daughter, you got 3, man. Shit. But yeah, I mean, Ambrose, Strowman, Rox, that definitely shouldn't have went on last.
Oh no, not at all. I don't understand why this match even happened. I mean, Dean Ambrose is up there, like, and Braun Strowman is, well, not
somehow still employed.
To be fair, it was a shambles. To be fair, the only good thing about it was the fact that Dean tried his damn hardest to oversell Braun Strowman and make him look good. I don't understand why it was on last, especially this close to WrestleMania. I would have rather have seen a segment than that match, if I'm going to be quite honest, and that's a bold statement.
Jay, Big E versus Rusev. New Day got involved, obviously, with this, with the League of Nations. Looks like they're going to be obviously facing off against each other in a 4-on-3 match at WrestleMania. Why haven't I heard about the titles being on the line?
Because they're not.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they changed that. The titles are no longer on the line for that. It's something about bragging rights or
Supremacy,
something
I
like
think was
that
the
they're
phrase.
doing now. Yeah, supremacy. Yeah, supremacy. I'm like, okay, so they've basically diminished the tag titles now, because they're not even going to be defended unless they're about to do some sort of different angle for these tag titles, like right after the match or on Raw the next day. Or I mean, I have no idea what they're doing. This. First of all, nobody cares about the League of Nations. Let's just get that straight. So
Yep.
maybe it's good that they're not doing it for the titles now. But come on, man. I mean, it's WrestleMania. All the titles should be on the line, and the fact that they pulled it is kind of disturbing. But yeah, they're not, and it's for the supremacy thing. So we'll see what the heck that actually means. But I have no idea, man.
Belmont, do you feel that New Day were a bit flat on Raw? Because I felt like now they kind of moved into this face position again. I felt like their jokes weren't really funny. Normally I find myself laughing at Kofi or kind of just like rolling with Big E, but I just looking at them, I was thinking, dude, like trash. Come on, man, like trash.
I agree with
really?
that.
The problem is that they couldn't leave well enough alone and just leave them heel. They tried. Look at that Fastlane thing with Edge and Christian. I'm still trying to figure out if that was the face turn. That was painful to watch. And to be honest, New Day's been a bit stealth for me for a while now. Their face run, I don't think it's going to be that great. I think they're going to be turning heel again pretty soon. As far as taking the tag titles out of the picture, I still don't get that. For tag team supremacy, look at what the New Day's accomplished, look at what the League of Nations has accomplished, and you can already see who the Supreme Tag Team is out of the two. If they're taking the titles away, I got the bad feeling that New Day are going to lose.
Well, you can always see who the who the superior team is, because New Day have been beating them week in, week out for the last 5 weeks.
Exactly, it's no good deal.
Like,
yeah. So why are we seeing a match?
What else do they need? Yeah.
It looks like bloody League of Nations is gonna win by the sounds of it. But yeah, it is what it is. Rox, let's just, before we go to a break, okay, we're just gonna touch on Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky. I think we had Charlotte. If my mind goes, I don't know who she fought. Natalia, yes, sorry. So they went there again from Roadblock. We had Sasha and Becky on commentary. I weren't really a fan of the commentary. I thought that the build could have been a bit better on the show, but hopefully they got a surprise for us on or tomorrow. Who knows? But I mean, what do you think about the way it's been built so far?
I think it could have been built a little bit better. I mean, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more interaction between Becky and Sasha, because at the moment it kind of just looks like Becky and Sasha are ganging up on Charlotte. I think that there should have been a bit more of a substantial story link between the three of them, like Charlotte hates Becky and Becky hates Sasha and Sasha hates Becky, and there should have been a lot more back and forth. Commentary was interesting, but personally for me, I would have rather seen a fatal four-way, because I think Natalia is one of the greatest divas that they've got on that roster. I think that she needs to have another title shot, in my opinion. I'm actually looking forward to the match, a divas match. I'm actually looking forward to at WrestleMania.
The key thing is time. I think they're going to get a lot of time. And I think the reason why probably they've went with a three-way instead of a one-on-one is simply because of Bayley. I think she's coming up, and I think they're going to have the 4 horsewomen in the ring. I think on Raw the next night. I don't know who's going to win. I mean, it's still up in the air. But whatever happens, they're all going to be in the ring arguing. And then all of a sudden, you're going to hear Bayley's music. She's going to rock out. Everyone's going to fucking lose their shit.
Oh.
And, yeah, it is what it is. But we'll see. All right, guys, we're going to go to a break now. You're going to hear from our sponsors at VOC Nation. As always, it's not from Sherry's Berries or TrueCar.com. But, yeah, we're going to go to a break, and then we'll be back with NXT Fallout. So please don't you miss it.
Live from the In the Room studios located in the Net Carrier Enclave. This is the VOC Nation Radio Network.
This is phenomenal one, AJ Styles. This is Bodie, the artist formerly known as Kazan.
This is Eugene.
This is Chris Jericho.
This is Sci-Fi's original vampire, Kevin Thorne.
Hey guys, this is Serena D. This is Madison Rain.
This is A-Double Austin Aries, the hardcore icon. Incredible. Hey, this is Olympic gold medalist and TNA superstar Kurt Angle. And
you are listening to In the Room,
the best talk show that you can hear.
Tuesday night, 9/8 Central, VOCNation.com, TheBradyHicks.com, breaking down all that's going on in wrestling today.
And we're back, people. It's the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast, episode 157. It's your boy Kinny Killa out here with Belmont and his Belmont banter. Also, that Roxy girl and the debutante, the host of Shoots and Ladders, is JM. Okay, so time for the NXT Fallout. Hopefully everyone watched NXT. So we started off NXT. It's Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano versus Elias Sampson.
Oh mate.
Drift away. So as soon as he came out, I thought, oh god, is Gargano gonna job out Belmont to Sampson? And then what happened? He didn't.
No.
It was Sampson that did the job for Gargano, which I thought was great. Then Apollo Crews comes out to make the save after Sampson puts the boots to one Gargano. Are you surprised he's not doing a Jeff Jarrett and putting the slap nuts on this dude?
I'm waiting for the guitar shot to happen, but it's just not happening. But now Elias Sampson is just a crazy homeless guy. I think that's what they're going. I don't know. And this undefeated streak he had was pointless, and I'm glad Gargano got the pin. But looks like they're getting the next feud up for Apollo Crews. He's still Apollo Crews bothers me. He's just babyface just because there's not much to him yet. They still haven't really established a character for him yet. He's just a good guy just because. But Sampson, I don't think he's going to be there too much longer.
He ain't going nowhere. But JM, what Belmont said about Apollo Crews, I mean, it's like, you know, like JR says, he's a white meat babyface. Yeah.
I totally agree with what he's saying, man. When I hear Apollo Crews talk, it's like I'm hearing him talk. Now, I understand in a character that, you know, you want to have a little basis of you. A lot of the good characters have at least some percentage of themselves in that. But Apollo Crews, that's him. If I was to talk to him outside of the ring, I would be talking to his character. And I don't think that that's good. You know, he like he said, he's just a baby face just to be a baby face. And he needs a little bit more edge to him. I remember it was a couple months ago that he was talking about, you're going to see a new Apollo Crews. Have we seen that yet?
Exactly the same.
It's still him. Yeah, it's the same dude. So, and as far as Sampson goes, dude, I fast forward through his matches all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I watch it because I have to. Like, my eyelids are pinned open. Like, I have to see it because obviously, I do the show. But oh god, yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. And talk about Apollo Crews. It's like, where's Wally? But for all you American fans, where's Waldo? Yeah, that's right. Where's Apollo? Where's Apollo? All right, Rox, Finn Balor versus Rich Swann. Rich Swann. Now I've been looking for, obviously, his debut. He made his debut probably about a month ago. He came out on NXT with this tune, and I was like, yo, this guy is fucking putting some shapes out there. I was like, yeah, he's proper shocking out. He's dancing, doing his thing, does the splits. I was like, okay, Rich Swann, do your thing. I was looking forward to seeing him face against Finn Balor because I know how good Rich Swann is, and obviously I know how good Finn Balor is. What was your take on the Rich Swann character and on the match itself?
I think the character is needed in NXT, if I'm going to be quite honest. It's something that NXT seems to be missing. The match was decent. I can't say it was awesome. I mean, Finn Balor, he's, you know, the guy's an unrivaled talent in that company, so, you know, he made it look good. But I don't know. I'm still trying to get to know this guy. I'm still trying to see where he's going to fit in, if I'm going to be honest. I still haven't made my mind up.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see with that one. But I mean, yeah, like you said, the match was okay. We had a Hurricanrana spot, which I thought was nuts.
Yeah, that was good. I really like
that. Was absolutely crazy.
Hell of a spot.
Because Rich Swann is a small guy, you know. I mean, I'm no tall guy myself. I'm probably like 5'7", you know. So he's probably the same height as me. So I feel your pain, brother. But yeah, he's I think he's a good talent, and you know, we're gonna have some shuffling going on after WrestleMania, obviously. So he's a good guy to have. Obviously, also we still got Tommaso Ciampa still there and Johnny Gargano, which I hope they sign contracts. Austin Aries, don't even get me started. I'm just glad that guy's turned up because with Hideo Itami coming back, and it's looking rosy. Put it that way. If Samoa Joe and Finn Balor leave now, we in good hands. We okay for now. We okay. Right. So. JM, we had Alexa Bliss versus Sarah Dobson. I mean, the match was what it was. Sarah Dobson, she come off the top rope, nearly fucking knocked out Alexa Bliss. But yeah, I mean, the match was what it was. Alexa Bliss won. But what I wanted to ask you about was the women's division rebuild, because it looks like one way or another, Bayley's probably going to go up, which leave Asuka at the helm of the women's division, which means there's going to be a rebuild needed. Do you think they have the women at the moment to rebuild that, or is there other women out there that they need to get in to kind of shore up their ranks?
I think they got it right now, man. As surprising as it's, of course, coming after, Sasha and Charlotte and Becky being there, of course, it's going to seem like they don't, because they are NXT legends. Let's just get that straight right now. So them going to the WWE roster, it was a little blow to them, but I think Asuka is an awesome talent. We're going to see an awesome match come Friday. And I think, Nia Jax still got something to prove. I like her. She just needs a little bit more edge. Say what you will about All Red everything, but those two together, though, I think was a good thing to put them two together. Of course, we know she can't wrestle with a lick, but those two together is great. I think the Billie Kays and, people like that. I think Emma is awesome. She's probably going to end up coming back to the roster, in a little while, but for the time being, she's great. Dana Brooke, she's good. She looks great as far as the wrestling, aspect of it. She works out and everything. I think the combination of her and Emma is great too. So they have what they need. They could use, a little bit more edge in there. They're still building characters. We have to remember that it's still developmental. So they're still developing these people. But I think they still got it. The Divas division has it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with these women and giving, your Billie Kays, your Peyton Royces, Athena, giving these ladies a chance to shine. Belmont, American Alpha. Now, they did this promo, which I thought was absolutely spot on. And it's what we needed. We needed to find out. I mean, we know a lot already about Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, but they delved more into Chad Gable's past. Obviously, he wrestled for America at the London Olympics in 2012. And I think the way they kind of meshed the stories together was perfect. What was your thoughts on this video package?
This video package got me really, really hyped for their match. And it made me like them even more, and I didn't think that was possible, because they're my favourite tag team possibly in the whole company. Bar Raw and all that, they're the best tag team there. It's great to watch them. It's got me, it kept it, I'm sure that got everyone engaged, and like you said, they're delving into their past where they're wrestling at amateur level and working their way up and stuff. There's a good story. People can possibly relate or just really enjoy it and get into it. It was spot on. Just don't mess these guys up. You already changed the name to American Alpha, which I didn't need to do. Just leave well enough alone. Let them get the tag titles. Let them have a hell of a run.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this because I really like the Revival. I just like everything about them. They're bringing old school back. I really like the way they carry on and carry themselves. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, I've just found out that NXT have signed Shane Nichols and Michael Hayes, the mighty Don't Kneel from Pro Wrestling Noah. Now, these two guys have held Pro Wrestling Noah up so well over the last year, with obviously Suzuki Gun coming in and everything. And these two guys, they had their tryouts last year, and one of them got injured, and they called them back. And obviously, I couldn't wait for them to return, and now they've signed their deals. Well, I just can't wait. These guys are... And to have a name like the Mighty Don't Kneel? Come on, man. TMDK. Fucking hell. I can't wait. Yeah, and for those two to face off, I'm looking forward to seeing those guys face off. The Mighty Don't Kneel facing off against American Alpha. Man, it's just gold. It's gold. Rox, who's No Way Jose?
I have no idea. I'm confused, to be honest. I don't know. Does anybody else have a clue? Or
No idea.
No.
Manny Garcia apparently, but No Way Jose. It screams gimmick again, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see when he comes out after WrestleMania. But No way, Jose.
It's another Elias Sampson you watch.
Yeah,
I think so.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Like, literally, I was just about to say that.
JM, do you reckon that we should kind of do away with some of these gimmicks now and just have these guys just wrestling? You know, your name is such and such, and you're a good wrestler, and you're just gonna just beat people up. Is that cool enough, or do they have to roll with these outrageous gimmicks?
I think that's a good question, man. I do think it might be time for that a little bit more. They're still holding on to what they did years ago, and it might be time to change that. To just let them be them. You know, maybe a little bit of character in them, but not so far as to be an Apollo Crews where it's just him. So tweak them a little bit, but not these outrageous doggone characters that they've done like in 1994. You know, the Boogie and all that type of stuff. No, we don't need that. You know, things have changed since then.
Mm-hmm. Now we have different spectrums of tweaking. We're talking Dean Ambrose tweaking. We're not talking Ascension or Los Matadores tweaking here.
Thank you.
Exactly. All right. All right, Rox. We had the main event: Asuka versus Emma. For me, I felt the match went just a little bit too long, but I love seeing Asuka anyway. And she always works well with Emma. Just give me your thoughts on what Asuka's going to do for that division, and do you reckon she's actually going to get to the main roster, or do you reckon they signed her solely for NXT?
I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I mean, the way it is at the moment, because Bayley's still there, it's going to be hard to tell. I mean, as impressive as Asuka is, and even Alexa Bliss in some form, it's still kind of like a stalemate. So there needs to be a top woman at the helm, and I think at the moment they're kind of struggling to try and figure out who it's going to be and why. I mean, obviously Emma should be a little bit more elevated than where she actually is, but she's not. It'll be interesting to see what happens, but Asuka, she's a great talent, and I don't see why she shouldn't be the top woman. But as far as whether she'll be well received in Raw and SmackDown, I honestly don't know. I mean, it's two different audiences that it's geared at, isn't it? I mean, I don't see how Asuka could get over with the kids, and I don't know if WWE would be willing to take the chance and put her up there, because it didn't work out so well for Emma. They dropped her back down, so I don't want the same thing to happen to such a phenomenal talent as her. So
Tyler Breeze.
Yep, dead on.
Tyler Breeze.
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze.
God, who is in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, guys?
He's first one going out then.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get picked up by Big Show just by one arm and just throw him out. Sad times for Tyler Breeze, man. And it's bad timing as well, because they did the breaking ground thing, they did the big hoo-ha, you know, he's going up, and then straight away, bam, sorry about your damn luck, you know. It's just, it's sad. All right, cool. By the way, Asuka beat Emma, just made her tap out, obviously, because Asuka's going to kill you. But
can I say something on Asuka real quick? I think the problem is because she's so good. She's the best woman wrestler the whole company has got. So if she goes to the main roster, it's like the AJ Styles thing, she's just going to make everyone else look bad. So I don't think she's going to move. I think she's going to win the title at this takeover and then just be the top star there for a while until they start rebuilding that women's division again.
Bring in alpha female, god damn it!
I'm waiting for it to happen. I'm surprised.
Bring her in, Asuka versus alpha female.
Insane.
God damn. Yay. Alright, we're gonna go to a break. Our last break, and then we're gonna be doing this third part of the show. Usual Shook Stunners, Segue Time Machine. JM's gonna run the 10 count, and we will also have the Live Mania draw for our WrestleMania live show. So yeah, guys, obviously don't you miss it.
There's only one wrestling podcast that gives you honest, uncut opinions and the most unique trivia since WWE did The Weakest Link. Trivia! And the only place you can hear the show-stealing podcast promo every single week.
Covering WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground. Max Wrestling Podcast is the place for you. Join myself, Evan Money Michaela, the Phoenix, and the Butcher. Sundays at 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern time with your host, Danny Dangerously, on VOC Nation and the Swerve Talk Network.
Go to maxwrestling.wix.com/maxwrestling or follow us at Max Wrestling UK for more details.
Give in to the madness.
And we're back for the final part of the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast, episode 157. I don't know. I don't need to say who I am. You know who I is. You know who I is, if you will. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to give a shout out to our sponsors. That is Custom Wrestling Figures, where you can get all your custom wrestling figures made of any professional wrestler you want. You can even get a figure made of yourself. Could you imagine a Kinny Killa action figure? Could you imagine that? So yeah, make sure you check out Custom Wrestling Figures, Chris Mitchell. Check them out on Twitter. Make your purchases now, and make sure you put in the promo code, or give them the promo code #Segue, and you will get some discount courtesy of your boy. All right, so let's go to the last part of the show, Shook Stunners. So Shook Stunners Jobber of the Week goes to the one and only Drifter, Elias Sampson. Oh man. Move of the week, I believe, has to go to the jumping Hurricanrana off the top rope from one Rich Swann. Absolutely. And JM, as you're our debutant, I want to give you the chance to name the wrestler of the week.
Wrestler of the week to me, that's a tough one, man. I'm probably have to go AJ Styles.
AJ Styles, my man AJ takes it down. All right, so now we're gonna go into the Segway Time Machine. You know what it is. It's usually it's the 27th of March, and we're gonna talk about what happened today in professional wrestling. So today, 1988, the WWF World Heavyweight Title Tournament at WrestleMania 4, where one Randy Macho Man, won the WWF title. Hogan still trying to get the damn limelight at the end, still cheering all, but Savage takes it down, beating the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase for the title. What else happened on this day? We also had Accent Smash winning the WWF tag titles as well. Accent Smash, man, love Demolition, love me some Demolition. All right, so JM, okay, so the year 2000, all right, we have it's the Monday Night Wars, Raw is War, episode 357. What was the TV rating?
6.5.
6.5?
Yeah.
Okay, it was 6.6.
Oh,
that was nice.
Wow.
That was nice. And this is the reason why. So on the card, we had Radicals, Benoit and Eddie Guerrero defeating Chris Jericho and China. We had the Hardcore title match, Crash Holly and Hardcore Holly went to a no contest. Holly Cousins beating the shit out of each other. Rikishi defeated Road Dogg by count out. Radicals, Dean Malenko and Perry Saturn defeated the Hardy Boys. Kane defeated Kurt Angle by DQ. Test defeated El Snow in 38 seconds. Big Boss Man and Bull Buchanan and the Acolytes went to a no contest. X-Pac defeated Devon Dudley, and the main event was The Rock and Vince McMahon defeating Big Show and Shane McMahon with Triple H as a special guest referee. Now, Belmont, what do you reckon Nitro was? Year 2000, mine.
I always give these guys too much in the ratings at this time. It's 2000, right?
Yeah.
2.3.
Dude, it was a 2.6. 2.6.
Yeah.
We had Michael Modest. Who the fuck is Michael Modest? Exactly. Defeating the artist, formerly known as Prince Iakea. We had Big Ron? We had Big Ron defeating Booker T in a minute 40. We had Jamie-san, one Jamie Noble, Kaz Hayashi and Jimmy Wang Yang defeating the Mamalukes, Disco Inferno, Big Vito and Johnny the Bull Stamboli. We had Texas Tornado match. The Brothers in Paint. Bro, what? Guess who the Brothers in Paint is, JM?
Who?
Sting and Vampiro.
Wow.
Yeah, defeated the Total Package, which is Lex Luger and Ric Flair.
That we had Meng sounds like TNA.
Yeah, exactly. We had Meng defeating La Parka in 52 seconds. We had Hugh Morris defeating Terry Funk by DQ. Jeff Jarrett and Scott Steiner defeating Buff Bagwell and Kurt Hennig. And then, the main event, The Wall defeating Hulk Hogan by DQ in 4 minutes and 38 seconds.
Right.
There you go. There's 2.6 worth for you. That'll put some butts in the seat, Shivani.
How did they mess it up so bad when they had a relationship with New Japan? I don't understand this company botched so bad.
I don't know. Happy birthday to Kenta Kobashi, Charlie Haas, Captain New Japan. Happy birthday also to SoCal Val. Happy birthday, girl. All right, that's the end of that. Now it is time for one JM to run the 10 count. So JM, let me just explain to you what the 10 count is. So you will have 10 seconds to give as many answers to a chosen category. Okay? Understand, yeah? So, please pick either A, B, or C.
A.
A, okay. WrestleMania. All right, WrestleMania main events. So you have 10 seconds to name as many people who have been in a WrestleMania main event, and that is who went on last. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Undertaker,
Yes.
Triple H, Stone
Yes.
Cold, The Rock,
Yes.
and John Cena.
Yes, carry on.
Let's see.
Stop.
Mankind.
10 seconds is gone. 10 seconds is gone. You had 5. That's good, man. At least you didn't get 0. So that's all good. Dave Gillam's gonna kick my ass because I said that he got a 0 and he wants to get revenge. So he'll run the 10 count.
Didn't Josh Dillon get 0 as well?
Josh did get 0 as well.
Oh, man.
But yeah, the top score is still 8. So
Who got the 8?
You did very well, man. Tony Walker and who else got the 8? Wait a minute. Let me just check this out a minute. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I know Tony Walker is up there with someone else. Someone else got 8 as well. So there you go. All right. So now, people, before we finish the show, it is now time for the draw for the WrestleMania live show. That's right. We are gonna have guest hosts for each match. So here we go. Drum roll, please. Right. First name out of the hat. We have, for some reason I got names in a luchador mask. Here we go. All right. And I got the matches in a Spider-Man mask. So we have, Belmont and Butcher, number 1. Let's see what matches you get.
Please don't be Shane Undertaker. Please don't be Shane Undertaker. Please don't be Shane Undertaker.
Right. You have, if I can open this piece of paper, you have Charlotte versus Sasha versus Becky.
Yes.
Nice.
What a draw.
Let me just put the Butcher and Belmont. The man from Belmonte and Butcher. Right. I hope you don't take offense to that name, Belmont.
No, not at all. No.
All right.
I'm getting so many nicknames now. It's like Apollo Creed and Rocky 4.
At least you're not calling him a jobber.
Oh, good. All right. Here we go. Next. All right, here we go. Next name. We have. We have Tom Brady and Michael Cook. Okay, they have. If I can find it. Here we go. They have. Let's open this piece of paper. Sorry for the silence, guys. All right. The IC title ladder match.
Oh.
Okay, Brady and Cookie. All right. Here we go. 3 more. Just pick a name.
The tension's killing me.
I know, Rox, because you're in there. And it's you, Rox and Carwin. Right.
Oh my god.
What match do you want, Rox?
Please be Shane Undertaker. Please be Shane Undertaker.
Here we go. I've picked one.
Man.
Here we go.
Right back, Callisto.
Oh, you have Ambrose versus Lesnar.
Oh, okay. I can't sniff for that. Yeah, fair play.
Okay. Carwin and Rox. Okay, so two more. Here we go. Let's get this out because I'm gonna do some more next week, guys. Okay. All right. So we have Bingus and the one master of the top rope elbow, Steve. Ooh, let's see what they got. Right, let's see what they got now.
Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Nah, that's not in there. Pre-show matches aren't in there. Ooh, they have Triple H Reigns. Triple H Reigns.
That's the red herring, I know.
Oh, Bingus and Steve. Don't know whether they'd be happy about that. All right, we got one more name for now. And then we'll get the rest out next week. So, one more name. We have Dazzy and one Phoenix. See what they get. I know Phoenix wanted a later match, so let's see. Oops. Okay, drop the Spider-Man mask. Here we go. They have Shane and Taker. Boom!
Get it? But you won't be them.
Dazzy. There you go, Daz and Phoenix. There you go, my friends. All right. All right, there we go. So what we have left, we have Y2J versus AJ. We have New Day versus League of Nations, and we have Kalisto versus Ryback. We'll do those draws next week. Just before we finish, I want to give JM the chance to just shout out his show and let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah, shout out WWF_Anonymous. That's our Twitter handle. Shoots and Ladders, man. It's me and my friend Andrew. We try to do a weekly podcast. We've been slipping lately because basically we just been tweeting, man. I use Twitter just to basically talk to people, man, our fans, and really just talking about wrestling, man. But shouts to Shoots and Ladders, man. We do any wrestling podcasts and whatever, man. We ain't biased to any WWE or NXT podcast, so we do them all.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Rox, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me on that evil Twitter machine at Roxy Toxic, 2 X's in both.
Okay, Belmont, you know what to do.
Yeah, you can find me at JX2001. You can find Offshoot Radio at Offshoot Radio.
Nice. So next week, guys, it's going to be WrestleMania morning. So we are going to have we're going to have 2 shows. We're going to have, obviously, our main show doing the predictions and running through NXT Dallas by myself and my partner in crime for that day will be the one and only Mr. Tim Vicious, the Vicious Ranter himself, manages to put himself away from work, so it's all good. He'll be on here, and then we will have the live WrestleMania show. That's right, and it's gonna be crazy. 4 hours of complete madness with your boy Kinny Killa, the goddamn Sugar Shugs. We're gonna have loads of other people, so make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out also the Retro Roundtable from yesterday, episode 19 on anime. And make sure you check us out on the flip side on OneWrestling.com, Sunday Segue TV, obviously for Bill Apter's OneWrestling.com, where we give you the best in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Is episode 9. We are giving you the rundown for the road to Invasion Attack 2016, the 10th of April. And if you don't like that, you can choke on that, slap nuts. Woo!